So born and raised in South Minneapolis, Minnesota, and kind of migrated to the western suburbs of Minneapolis, which is Minnetonka. I have kind of a broad background. So I have anywhere from workforce development to higher education. So I have had the opportunity to work in private and public sector, which is really nice. Minnesota, which was my last employer, I worked at North Hennepin Community College. My role that I was there was the interim associate vice president of academic affairs and workforce innovation, long title. And I held two different roles. So I held the AVP role, which is what we just shortened it up to, but then I also held the dean role. So I was also an academic dean. And so that was, kind of different, to kind of hold two roles, whereas I still maintained the dean role, but yet the deans reported up to me. So it was still an executive, role. And so I've only been in higher ed, believe it or not, since 2008. And so prior to that, I was in executive retail management. And so I did anywhere from being a regional trainer to a store manager to, traveling, kind of a traveling manager, if you will. And I also own my own consulting company. And so the whole gamut, if you will. So I did a lot with governmental municipalities, and I also did work with school districts, so K-12, but then also other higher education school districts as well. And so when I kind of saw this actually kind of came across my desk, really my email, and I kind of looked at it and I said, Bay de Knock. What is this institution? And I looked and saw who the executive recruiter was, and I had met him before in a previous engagement, and so I reached out to him and I said, tell me a little bit about this college. And so when he began to share with me about the college, that's when I really kind of got a little bit more interested in, what Bay was about, I knew where they were located. I had never been to the Upper Peninsula, but yes, of course, I've been to Michigan. And so that was something that was very interesting and very different, is to really kind of hear, well, what are they really looking for? And then also, where would I kind of fit into this equation? And because I was, in this interim role, my ultimate goal was really to say, I will look for presidencies next year. So really kind of this academic year was going to be the year for me to look for presidencies. But lo and behold, I applied, and I guess, as they say, the rest is history.